Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love readings for all of my Scorpios and any cross watcher. Let's see what's going on around you for love, what Spirit wants to share with you today, what is coming your way, or anything about a connection you may be in. Spirit, please share with me for my Scorpios today. What is it that you want them to hear? What do you want them to know? I am listening for you now. I have loyalty. Yes, loyalty is the most important thing in most relationships. We want that. I have spilling the truth. Okay, somebody's ready to share their true feelings or come forward with something they need to say, get it off their chest, something like that. I have watching or spying. Okay, maybe they're keeping an eye on you. Maybe there's a sense of, or vice versa. You're keeping an eye on them because I don't trust them. Do we have a trust issue here? Are we struggling with, I've had a hard time with trust with this particular person and I'm not proud of it, but I'm checking their phone, or I'm driving by where they said that they were supposed to be and their car isn't there, like, are we doing anything sneaky like that? So are we sneaking around to know what they're doing? All right, we want to know. Unconditional love. Okay, so you do deserve respect. You just do deserve, honesty. Absolutely. So we'll put that out there. Let's get a few more. Death, time for a change. Okay, maybe some of the behaviors that you've been doing you're not proud of, or that it could be vice versa. You catch them looking at your phone or they're always accusing. There's nothing worse than being in a relationship with somebody and they accuse you of something that you're not doing. You're talking to somebody, or who's that blowing up your phone? And it's like, what are you talking about? There's nobody on my phone. I'm looking at TikTok, so, there's nothing worse than being accused of something that you haven't been doing. And if that's been going on in a relationship, it's just like, you don't even trust me. So some of you may be struggling with that. I have love stings. Sometimes love does hurt. It hurts. Not everything is a fairy tale. I wish everything was, but not everything is a fairy tale. Sometimes it does hurt. Seeking out old love. There could be a feeling of, are you talking to the past? Are you talking to an ex? And there could be some jealousy here, or I don't know. I feel like I want to say, trust for sure is an issue. I definitely feel like trust is a major issue. I'm definitely feeling that things are being said that aren't accurate. I feel like I'm being accused of something, like I said. I feel like I'm being treated unfairly in that respect. And we want more respect. We want more trust in this connection. So let's keep going. Let's see why they're doing this. Has somebody been reaching out to them? Maybe they don't want anything to do with their past, but somebody is calling them. So somebody won't stop calling them, even though when they've said, I don't want anything to do with you, so something could be happening. Usually they come out of the woodwork, right when your person's moving on. It's like they come out of the closet, these people. I have an Emperor. I have a King of Swords. There's my truth, like standing strong. There's my truth. Here's the Devil, temptation. And I have a Six of Pentacles. So I want to be treated fairly. So there is a part of me that says, I want to know what you're doing. You said you were going here and you didn't go. So are we working towards, do we have trust? That's the first question. And then how do we regain trust if we've lost it? So right now I have that temptation. So it's almost as if you kind of know in the back of your head that there's something going on, but you don't know what it is. And I'm going to say, trust your intuition. If you've ever had that feeling of something doesn't feel right, or they said something weird, or they're acting weird, they're acting different, I'm going to say trust your intuition, because I do feel like it's going to share that information with you. So I have a Four of Pentacles, guarding yourself, King of Pentacles, and I have an Ace of Cups. So there is a feeling of this person saying, I want you to feel more secure. I love you. How do I prove to you that I love you and that there's nothing going on? And maybe there's nothing going on, but there could have been a history of it in the past, and we're still struggling with, some reminiscence of some old feelings. But it's just a feeling of, how do I help you feel more secure, or how do we trust each other more? Like, I don't want you to feel like you have to look at my phone. I definitely don't feel like you should have to drive by my work, or, drive by my friend's house to see if my car's there. So that's a problem if we are doing those behaviors, because obviously we're really struggling with, I don't believe a word they say, Spirit just said. Like you're with somebody that, they've just pushed you to the brink of, I just don't believe them all the time, and I'm struggling with that. So let's see what the love messages are. Please be patient with me. I need more time. So I have to tell you, there's a part of me that feels that this could be a relatively new relationship, and they are still having a hard time just processing some like bittersweet memories, or an ex that they were with for a long time. Doesn't mean they don't want to be with you, doesn't mean they don't love you, doesn't mean they don't want to move forward. It's just sometimes those emotions come up and they catch you off guard, like mixed emotions. And that could be going on with some of you as well. I wonder if I'm on your mind as much as you're on mine. So obviously this person is thinking of you. This person is trying to help you be more secure, and and I feel like it's more of a sense of, how do I make you feel better? How do I show you that nothing is going on? Or how do I show you that I don't want to be with that person, that person's calling me and I didn't ask them to call me, So I feel like it's that kind of a situation, that it's really not something that you have to worry about, but either just be on the same team, Spirit just said, like, just share all the information. Okay. If somebody reaches out to somebody that they don't want, just say, hey, so-and-so reached out to me again, and I've asked them 10 times not to, or I've already blocked them, and, they reached out to me through somebody else, or, whatever is happening, so that you're both on the same team. I miss you. So I'm going to say, I don't even think that you're separated. Sometimes you can miss somebody within that relationship. I don't feel as connected to you as I normally do. We haven't been spending as much time. We haven't been as intimate. We haven't been connecting emotionally. So sometimes you can miss the person and they're right there in the same room, like, hey, I miss you. Where are you? What are you doing? So maybe that's going on. I'm planning my move. Okay. So that tells me that feels like more of I'm moving in the direction of a commitment. That came into me as I do. I'm unhappy with the way things are right now. So one of us is definitely struggling with, do I trust what you're saying? Do I trust what you've been doing? Is what you're telling me the truth? So I definitely feel like we've got some struggles in that area, and we have to solve that first. You are worthy of love, and you are worthy of respect, and you are worthy of trust. So you know that about yourself, and you're not going to settle for less. Let's get one more of these. I can't fight this feeling anymore. So there's a lot of mixed feelings here. Okay, here we go. We've tried to run from our love, but our souls crave this magic. So it could be really, really exciting, but Spirit's almost showing me, but there's like a lot of moving parts and pieces, like that when we entered into this connection, that maybe we had some unfinished business with other people. Maybe we have a connection. Somebody's got a child with somebody else, so they're forced to talk to that person all the time, and that person wants them back and fighting to get them back, and some kind of crazy that you didn't know you were signing up for. And now we're here and we're realizing that we care about each other, we want each other, but we have to trust each other. We need more trust. Passion. There's great chemistry. There's great passion. I only want to be with you. This person could be very physical with you and showing you over and over again that they only want to be with you. They don't want to be with anybody else. It is a new love. So it could be emotional because everything's new. And now all of a sudden things are starting to come out of the woodwork, or I didn't know about that person from your past yet. So a little bit of the blankets hitting the fan and I don't know how to handle it. But you'll handle it. If this is meant to be, you guys will work it out. You'll get through this. You're not a puppet. It's like a puppet. You feel like you're being controlled. You're not being controlled. If somebody's lying to you, the truth always comes out. So that I want you to just believe, okay? That spirit will somehow show you always the truth, whether it's evidence or you hear something, see something, but nobody's controlling you. You have your own power always to make decisions about a situation. So you seek the truth, you seek the answers, you ask the right questions. And, so if that's important to you, but nobody can control you as far as, what you're thinking or feeling. If you feel that something's going on and you have like these, weird episodes of things, and you're allowed to say, what's going on? Where were you? You said you were going to be here and you weren't, so not that you have to like catch up on everybody all the time, but it's more of a feeling of, I just want to make sure that we're okay. Okay. And I don't like the space between us. I don't like the unknowing where I stand, or I don't like, not knowing what's going on in your mind behind the scenes with these other people. But maybe it's just too new to have the answers to those questions also. So maybe those things will be revealed to you. I have a twin flame connection. So this connection could be coming in very quickly. And just a reminder, with those twin flames, we're mirroring each other. So if one person is feeling very jealous or very untrusting, the other one's going to do the same. We're going to mirror each other. Okay. So, somebody says to you, I feel like you're talking to somebody at work. You take it as a twin flame. You take it as, though that must be that because you're talking to somebody at work, So it's like you guys just bounce things back and forth, and it starts to become like this, food fight. So you've got to be careful with those kinds of energies. Okay, don't blame unless you have something, something to say that's real, right? Don't just point the finger. Let's see what else they have. They will call. All right. So if we have been having a hard time in this connection recently, they will call. It is a growing bond. We've got to get through this, is how I feel. I do want to make it official. I want people to know that we're a couple, is how it just came in. So I don't feel like this person has anything to hide from you, right? They're just trying to push through that we are together and we have to trust each other. And we have to get used to the idea that there were other people in our lives before you came along. And I can't, that's life. So sometimes it's a little bit more complicated than other times. And in this case, it could be complicated. I do feel like you're my soulmate. That's nice. So this person is, realizing that you're very special to them. And I do believe that they're working very hard at helping this connection to, and they're saying faithful at the bottom of this deck. So they're being faithful. And it's just a sense of, don't accuse somebody of doing something they're not doing, because that will push them into, if you don't trust me, I can't be with you. So people will just walk away from that. So you want to be really careful of those types of things. But let's see what else they're saying. Trust is hard. It really is. It's earned, Spirit just said. We have to give trust to receive trust, they just said. So it's hard. I have a Knight of Cups, so there's a lot of love. I'm growing to love you. I have a lot of feelings for you. and a Two of Cups. I feel like we're a good connection. So I don't feel like a Wheel of Fortune flipping over. I don't feel that this person is backing off. If anything, they're just trying to figure out how to make it better and how to make you feel safer or more comfortable, or that nothing is really going on. Okay, so I guess maybe something triggered it. Maybe it was just I have a Four of Swords. There's this sense of I had a lot of old wounds. It could be just triggering an old wound. I had an ex that cheated on me all the time. And, you know, when I see certain behaviors, I have a judgment card at the bottom of my deck. So it's like, those are the behaviors that I know and learned, and I'm trying not to take it out on you. I'm trying to not judge you. But I can't help it. That's my trigger. My trigger is a cheating ex and everything I went through with that. And now I'm in a new relationship, and any little things, you know, could set you off with what are they doing. So be careful with that. Keep healing, you know, just kind of remember that this isn't the person who's hurt you. It's somebody else that hurt you. So that's always, you know, that helps sometimes to think like the person right in front of me isn't the one who hurt me. It's that person who hurt me, you know, like, why am I taking it out on my new person? So you've got to be careful with that. The stars have aligned. So Spirit wants this connection to work. So we can heal at the same time. Let me in, I promise I won't hurt you. So this person really does want to make this connection work. They really want to make you feel safe and secure and grounded, and they're not going anywhere. So I think that, you know, I think a lot of us have gone through this in one form or another, and some people have it harder than others because they had even a more difficult situation in the past. So it just depends on what your past is. It's finished for me. So this feeling of, you know, just walking away, I'm not doing this. I guess that maybe has crossed somebody's mind because you went down that rabbit hole of there's got to be something going on. I just know it. But until you have evidence, until you have proof, until you know it's real, try not to let your mind, you know, say things that you don't have the truth for yet. Okay. If you have a gut feeling, I would say follow your gut for sure. Listen to your gut. But, you know, you don't want to be accusing people of things that you don't know yet. I mean, a few months, I'm going to say this is a relatively new connection. Maybe you've only been together for a few months and you have strong feelings. You could be twin flames. You could be very intense, very physical with this person. And it's, I don't know, every little thing could be setting you off. And that sometimes happens. It sometimes happens, especially when the emotions are high in the beginning. Let's see what else they're saying. I have abandonment issues and have been let down by every single person I've allowed to get close to me. So there it is. It's those old wounds coming out, and we throw them on to the new person. The new person says, whoa, 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 I haven't done anything wrong. Like, you got the wrong person, you know, and you kind of look at them and go, what do you mean? You know, so you have to understand where these feelings are coming from. And sometimes we don't know until they just like come out of us. Like, we didn't realize that we were that upset about something. We didn't realize that how hurt we've been because we'd kept it inside for so many years. So sometimes those triggers just come out of nowhere and they're zingers and they hurt. I want a whole new life with you, and I will leave everything behind in the process for our union. So this person wants a life with you. And I feel like the closer you get to them, the more they push their past away. And, you know, it's kind of this sense of, I'm working on pushing my past out of my life so that I can be closer to you. I'm working also at getting rid of some old feelings so that I can be closer to you. So I think you're both doing a lot of work. I think you're both, Spirit just said you're just trying to figure each other out. And that's okay too. Would you move in with me? Great. Let's wake up next to each other every morning. So we're moving in the direction of I want to be with you. I definitely want to be with you. I don't want to be with anybody else. So that's all that matters at this point. And then work on these other things slowly over time. And trust takes time. And that's basically what your reading is about today. Trust just takes time. You got to get to know somebody. You've got to understand them. You've got to know where they're coming from. You got to know what is triggering them. You know, so these are all very real feelings that I think people go through in some of the early stages of a relationship. No one has ever made me want to change my behavior until I met you. So that could even be you saying, you're the first person that I actually really, really want to trust with my heart. I don't want to have this between us. I want to know that everything's going to be okay and that I really can trust you and that I don't have to worry about these things. So I think that you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be okay. And this connection is going to be okay because I feel like I have somebody who is putting in the effort to make sure that you feel safe, that you feel secure. And I think that that's on both sides. I think both people want to feel that. So it's not just like one side. It's we both want to feel that sense of security in this connection. So we're going to put this out to the universe. Maybe you're going to be moving in together. Maybe we're going to take this to the next level. We want to work on this trust. Let's ask Spirit for some guidance. And I'm going to thank Spirit for this reading. I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, hit that like, subscribe. I'd love for you to join me. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anybody would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. And in the meantime, I'll see the rest of you all in another Love Messages real soon.